Where did time go? Space-time is one thing. Albert Einstein coined the term when he created the theory of general relativity, which is, we'll talk about that, but the thing is, it's a paradox. So what was so challenging in 1904 for Einstein to be able to publish this paper to the world, every physicist to that date hated him for doing this. Now, Einstein proved it, is that his experiments and other things proved it to a small extent, and then by the 1920s, the other scientists had proved that space-time is basically one thing. Now, this is a paradox. So this is exactly the thing that you were just talking about. If you prove that space and time are one, and for every piece of time, you have space. Piece of time, you have space, okay? That's why they call it space-time. And it is really one, even though there's two dimensions on the plane, being able to visualize it. But what I want to say is that that paradox created this thing where people started to say, well, wait, if that's true, then where did it all go? Where did time go? Where did the 1900s go? Where did the 1800s go? And so you're right. It's like time is a fractal, and there's a crystal. They call it a time crystal. But basically, what happens is that think about our experiences. Like for every piece of time that we've experienced, even from our past ancestors in our DNA, we actually manifest that in a very small form of energy within, but we still definitely have all the other time within us. Now, the paradox is, and the scientists are like, well, where does it go? And Einstein's like, well, out in the universe, just like out in the ether, just like maybe way out there. Like one interesting thing that I saw was like when Einstein died, they took apart his brain, or whatever it's called, dissected his brain, and they expected there to be a difference of his brain and everybody else's brain. They're like, oh, he has something special. But they were like, no, it was maybe a little bit more folded in some places, but it wasn't necessarily more dense or have more nerve endings or anything. It was like, well, where was he storing all this stuff? And the answer is in space-time.